welcome to the Atlanta Falcons franchise season number 2 offseason. Season number 2 ended in pretty disappointing fashion, I must say. We were literally 1 second away from making it to a Super Bowl already, but what that does mean is that this team is close, both on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball. We have a ton of tough decisions that we're going to have to make in free agency and through the draft, but one thing's for certain, this offseason is going to be a must-watch because you best believe I'm going to be wheeling and dealing to make this roster as good as humanly possible to try and make sure that season number 3 is our year to win a Super Bowl. But a quick recap of season number 2, the Chiefs did win the Super Bowl 34-31. Mahomes also won the MVP. He actually got the triple crown with the Super Bowl MVP, so woo, that's exciting. I mean, some teams that you expect to be at the top, and honestly, there are a few teams that you did not expect to be down here where they are. I'm definitely looking to improve on this 10-7 season. We doubled our win total from year 1 to year 2, so I think it's an easy ask to reclaim this division in year number 3. Now, we might as well go ahead and advance into the offseason so we can make some deals. Now, first things first, did anybody retire this offseason? And okay, some actual pretty big names did retire. Aaron Rodgers retires after he loses a Super Bowl? Why couldn't he retire before we had to play him? But some really big names across the league actually calling it quits after last year. JJ Watt's one of them, Marvin Jones, AJ Green, Everson Griffin. It's so sad to see some of these guys actually go. T.Y. Hilton's gone, Janoris, Joe Hayden, Devonta Freeman, Cam Newton finally calls it quits. Gerald McCoy is gone. Drake Kirkpatrick, I thought he's been gone. We also have to make a few pretty big decisions here on what players we should re-sign and give some money to. Like Bryan Edwards, this guy will not re-sign with us. I could franchise tag him, but like that's a lot of money. But what I can do is just go ahead and upgrade almost everything in this contract here. So hopefully this offseason we can get as many good players as possible. Now the thing is, we only have $20 million left in cap room. So like I have to be very stingy with how I spend my money. Like Mariota, he's gonna ask for too much. He's definitely gone. Landon Collins, like I think we need to upgrade a strong safety. Casey Hayward, I will say he made some great plays for us. So if he does accept this offer, which is actually so much, bro. It's so much. We'll only have 14 mil left. Casey, you made some big plays down the stretch, but like you're probably just gonna get worse and worse. Now Ramondre Stevenson, you played so well for us, but the question is, will you take yourself a little discount? If we can get away with it being a $2 million cap hit, I'll definitely bring you back. Gosh dang it, dude. The reality is Tony Pollard's gonna be our number 1 back, but I really wanted to bring him back. So I guess at the end of the day, we're probably not gonna re-sign anybody aside from maybe Jalen Hawkins, because I don't think we can afford to lose both him and Landon Collins. So we'll offer you the Ramondre Stevenson money, and Jalen's coming back. He wants to be a part of a Super Bowl squad. Oh, it's just so sad to see all these guys go, especially Brian. And now we have to make some even more tough decisions because I want to move some players around and some money around so we can spend as much money in free agency as possible. So we're actually going to have to try and find the players that we can afford to move on elsewhere. But first, we will advance into free agency. And one thing we need to do before free agency is actually take a look at some of the college prospects because we haven't even looked at them once this season. It looks like this guy Terrell Lowe will be really good, but like at the end of the day, we have a very, very low pick. I mean, maybe by the end of this offseason, we can actually trade up, but like down here, I'm probably going to look for either receiver depth, maybe even running back depth, or actually a safety. Maybe like Chad Marsh could be the move because we're pretty thin at safety. Specifically, we need strong safety, so we might actually target one of these two guys at the end of the first round. Like they both have rose up our board, especially Larry Callaway, who definitely can't play man coverage, but it does say he's a top fit for us, so like maybe this is a guy we actually try and target. On the other side, Ricky Rudolph, like are you any better? Like his man coverage sucks just as bad. I mean, like if I had to choose between two of these guys, hopefully Larry's still available. And before we actually see who's available in free agency, let me go and try and move some money around. This one is gonna hurt big time, but Zadarius Smith, we literally just got him last season. I didn't realize that's a massive cap hit. So if like we can get rid of that and get something good in return, I will for sure take it. Can we get some Mickey Mouse good offers here? Like honestly, these are some pretty decent packages, like Kenneth Walker. Oh my god. Like, honestly, that might be the best offer on the board. Let me see if I can finesse a little bit more out the Patriots. Oh my god, dude, we continue to finesse. So much for that strong safety problem. Yeah, I know, we trade Tony Pollard, but we got out of his contract as well, which wasn't too bad to be fair. But we get a running back who's on a rookie contract who's only gonna get better and better alongside our new starting strong safety, and we literally now have $33 million in cap room. We just made our team better while shedding like $15 million worth of cap. Bro, we needed a Casey Hayward replacement, and we get Sidney Jones for the Seahawks while we do shed a little bit of cap space. Oh my god, bro, we're actually gonna have a fire team. I think offensively, we really do have to target one more wide receiver. We did lose Bryan Edwards, so we got to have somebody outside our top three, because I really want to, LA Rams style, go all out this third season. I want to go all in, push all my chips in, and win ourselves a Super Bowl. I mean, we do have a lot of money to spend and only a few positions that we need to upgrade, so maybe we can actually just upgrade those two positions through free agency. And I do want to check out some of the prospects at some of the positions that we do need. Like, these are the guys that are probably going to be available at the end of the first. So this guy, Jose Turner, actually looks really, really good. Like, everything looks really good aside from his deep route running. Like, work on your route running and you could be a monster. He's really not that fast though, but like, you kind of expect that for a guy who's 6'5". An outside linebacker, we only have a few guys that might still be there when we pick. How about on the left side? Can we convert them over? Like, there's really nothing great there. So maybe free agency is where we need to target an outside linebacker and to finally see who's available out there in the universe. Nick Bosa, okay, like, we're never gonna be able to afford you. Derrick Henry is a free agent. Oh my god, bro, we just got Kenneth Walker though. Let's be smart about this. Let me calm down. Justin Herbert's a free agent. What in the world is going on? There are so many good free agents out there, bro. I think we're definitely gonna have our pick of the freaking lot. So first position, let's just go to wide receiver. You know, some decent ones like Mike Evans, like Tyler Boyd, like Hollywood Brown. Part of me just really wants to go for one of the big dogs, and I really am kind of looking at Hollywood Brown with that 97 speed, bro. He could slide in the slot and be a game changer for us. He is a scheme fit too, so Madden thinks the same. I think I'm gonna go in and offer him over a guy like Mike Evans because we already have our big receiver like Drake London. So I will give you a lot of money. Hollywood will up this to like 10 mil a year, and the good thing is that he is interested in our team because we're the league favorite to win the Super Bowl. We have a franchise quarterback and it's pretty close to his home, so we'll give you a pretty fat contract, and hopefully that has us at number 1. And where's only offer? I probably could offer it a little bit less. Now at the outside linebacker position, what is available? Nothing great on the right side, but we could swap him over easily from the left. Or Rashawn Gary, oh my god, bro, he could change our entire defense. Like, the thing is though, if we offer him, we literally have no money for anything else. So that means no Derrick Henry, but what I will do is go ahead and make this offer and see if it's even close on his list. And we are kind of tied for number 1, bro, so I think I'm kind of just gonna let this run. I can evaluate the offer and see if he accepts at a click of a button, bro. Rashawn Gary could be a game changer. He's a Lion, god dang it, bro. Can you please at least tell me that Hollywood Brown did decide to sign? And yes, he did. We got our guy. Tyler Boyd, oh no, went to the Packers, and Mike Evans, that's just great, went to the Patriots. Now the question is, did Derrick Henry sign? No, he didn't, bro. Should I do it? Like, we'll still have 9 mil to spend. Like, I just got Kenneth Walker, so it'll feel weird, but like, it's Derrick Henry, bro. I've got to make the offer. I've got to try and get him a ring. Like, I feel like this just completely defeats the purpose of saving up the money, but he's another guy that, like, imagine our offense with him. I still have some leftover money though, so I still could get myself a solid outside linebacker potentially. Now, honestly, the best bet is Josh Uche, 78 rated, nothing way too crazy, but I feel like he'll, you know, be a help for this season. Like I said, trying to make the team as good as humanly possible. So again, bro, I'm gonna evaluate the offers. Is Derrick Henry really gonna become an Atlanta Falcon today? Like, that will absolutely change everything. And at the end of the day, Derrick Henry is a Falcon. Oh my god. How in the world did this happen? How in the world is is Derrick Henry now a Falcon? Never in a million years is this what I expected. So it looks like we're behind for Josh now, so I will up the offer a little bit. We don't have enough cap. Oh no. Well, at the end of the day, we already have a 76 rated Lorenzo Carter. So like, I don't guess we actually have to waste our money here. But the question is, like, do we target anybody else, or do we just go ahead and roll into the draft? Like, we have signed Hollywood Brown and we have signed Derrick Henry, bro. That is just stupid. So like, what do we do? Do I trade away Kenneth Walker, or do I keep him in case Derrick Henry gets hurt? Like, I think I'll leave that up to the comments. And keep in mind, you guys have to let me know what player you want me to trade away at the beginning of next episode. And the most thumbed up comment will be the one that we trade away. Which, if it's Kenneth Walker, it's Kenneth Walker. If it's another position player that you think I can improve on, let me know. Maybe it's AJ Terrell because he gets burnt so much. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nick Bosa went to the Patriots. Tristan Wirfs to the Bears. Okay, they're still gonna suck. There's just some absolute ridiculous free agents this season, and I just wish I had like $200 million that I could spend on all these guys. Some absolute incredible signings across the league. The problem though, I don't have an adequate backup quarterback, and all these guys are probably gonna cost too much. Like, even Tyler Huntley wants $4.24 million a year, man. Do we bring back Matt Ryan to the Atlanta Falcons to hopefully win a ring for him this time around? I mean, it would help because he's a mentor, so it should help Bryce Young. Like, never in a million years did I expect this either, but it's kind of just fallen into our lap. It's too good of a story. Yo, Matt Ryan's coming back as a backup quarterback in Atlanta. I really want to win him a ring. He deserves it. But we literally have $2.19 million in available cap, so I think we're just going to go ahead and move forward and see where some of the big guys sign. Like, imagine Justin Herbert signs to the NFC South. He still hasn't signed a contract at the end of free agency. Like, how does that work? Why does he have one team interested and he has no offers? It's Justin Herbert. Bro, the Bears are spending some crazy money. So is the Texans. What in the world? I think we did about as good as we possibly could. There might be some good free agents available on the cheap at the start of next year. We apparently have some big fifth-year options that we have to decide on. Oh man, is that even a question? Bro, I should fire you for even asking me that. I'm just curious to ask, what in the world does my assistant GM think? What do you think? It depends. Yeah, bro, you're fired. I'm picking them up. Are you stupid? I mean, I guess technically I actually wasn't at the end of free agency yet, so maybe Justin Herbert will sign with somebody. That's just the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, honestly, this would make me happy, but this isn't IRL. In case you wanted to know where some of the other big guys ended up. Now, what about this latest mock draft? Where are the receivers? Where are the outside linebackers around our spots? We're just rocking with it, bro. Let's advance into the draft. Terrell Lowell, he was number 1 in all the mock drafts. 5th pick's gonna be another defensive end. Yeah, this is boring. Get me to my pick. But are any of the players I were looking at available? Like, Jose Turner's available, but like, do I take him? Like, I could use wide receiver depth. We saw how many guys got injured last season. If there's not one of my top outside linebackers left, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take him. Like, Trevor Gates, I probably don't want you. I definitely don't want you. So wide receiver it is. My guy's still there. Jose Turner, don't be horrible. Yo, he has hidden development. I mean, 90 speed at 6'5" is pretty freaking solid. Like, this guy could be a red zone machine. For our second round pick, there's actually one guy left on my list at tight end. Imagine if he's actually good. Having him alongside Kyle Pitts. So, like, he has some pretty decent traits. The fastest tight end in the class. He really does look like an absolute beast. We're just gonna go ahead and take this man. And Marion Williams, he doesn't have good development, but that doesn't mean he's gonna be bad. Now we don't have a pick all the way until the 4th round. So the rest of the guys are day 3 picks, man. I might just go defensive tackle. We could really use some depth there. And of course, I'll take a hidden development player in the 4th round. That's a huge dub. Imagine we find another gem here in the 5th round. Like, I might just keep taking these guys. Like, Sterling Woodson, I know I already took a million wide receivers. Like, why not take them? I mean, maybe that was why. At least I'll have a lot of receivers if they continue to get injured every game. I'll take the best outside linebacker on our board. He's probably not going to be good, and he's really not. He's pretty fast, though. We basically have the Mr. Irrelevant pick here in the 7th round. Let's get ourselves an absolute stud here. Come on, be a gem, be a gem, be a gem, you suck. You look like a nice boy, though. And now the important part, we actually have to see if our prospects were good. I mean, aside from our 1st round pick, like, no, like, not really. I mean, like, they'll be good depth, kind of. The number 1 pick was only a 74 overall. Bro, there were some actual studs that got drafted pretty late. There was a 4th rounder that was a 75, Nicholas Dalton. And with that, we advance into preseason week number 1. And this is how the team looks going into season number 3. Up to an 86 overall, 87 offense, 85 defense. The offensive line continues to progress. We have weapons all over the field. Like, that's just a ridiculous running back duo. Now, on the defensive side of things, this is probably where we need to upgrade this team at the start of the next episode. But the question is, like, what player do we trade away to upgrade maybe an outside linebacker position? But the number 1 question is this going to be the team that brings the Falcons to a Super Bowl dub? Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, click right here. This is the playlist to the entire series, so you can watch every single episode.